fine. I'll fucking throw the glasses on.
Throw them on. Ben, are we going here? Are we cooking?
Oh,
are we slicing and dicing, wheeling and dealing?
It's good to see you, buddy. You look good. You look like you've been wearing your eye cream to bed.
Why are you acting like this is the first time we've seen each other? You've been at the house for 45 minutes.
Well, fuck you, dude. Usually we like to the suspension of disbelief is what we need. Fuck you, dude.
No,
usually that's what we do.
I don't like it when you're deceiving the audience.
I'm not deceiving anyone. I didn't tell you that. I didn't tell you that. Did I tell you that you look good and you look like you've been using your eye cream?
You didn't say that earlier. You're pretending that we just apparated onto the couch, though, and they're like, oh, hi, Leo. What's up, man? I haven't seen you in 3 months.
Well, fuck you, dude. You know, you haven't seen me in a while, and you didn't even tell me you didn't tell me the Leo and Danny show was canceled for the fucking December. You didn't tell me anything. You didn't give me a call about what we were going to do for the new year. I feel left out. I feel like you were being fucking, like you went into your cave and you fucking didn't want to talk to anybody.
I did. Danny was a little stressed toward the end of the year. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I put out approximately 50 masterpieces starting on January 1st last year. That'll take its toll on a man.
You know, and I was reading Think and Grow Rich, you've recommended to me, and it says that as a leader, you need to give more credit to the people that you work with. All right? So please, in this new year, I'd like you to give everybody else more credit, including Inland Iggy and Fan Jerry.
If there were a 2-scale diagram of who was important to the channel this year, it would be like one of those comparisons of a blue whale to a scuba diver, where it's like actual size on Wikipedia.
Who the fuck is a scuba diver?
That's you.
God damn it.
And then Fan Jerry and Inland Iggy and Nico are plankton.
But wait a second. But my brain, because I'm a human and you're a whale, then I have a lot of, like, I can really help
can't do anything.
I can really help you. I can tell you where to go in the ocean where you're not going to get fucking attacked by Filipino fishermen, shit like that.
The only argument you can make here is that if you were Japanese, you could put a harpoon through my people, or if you were an Englishman, like Captain Ahab was from Nantucket.
Ahab. Yeah, he was
Ahab. I said Aham.
Ahab, dude. Hey, we should do a Moby Dick video. That'd be funny.
That it would be pretty. Well, according to Inland Iggy in the Terrorizing Arizona video, he's halfway through. I got him to admit.
There's no way.
Yeah, Inland Iggy claimed he was halfway through Moby Dick.
That's not true.
Yeah, he's halfway through Moby Dick, like I'm halfway through In Search of Lost Time by Marcel Proust.
He's definitely. Probably the illustrated version
like
or
that?
something.
That was highbrow, Ben.
That was highbrow.
Hey, I guess that's the most unreadable, shitty book ever. Maybe Finnegan's Wake by Ulysses. Hey, we have a very important man waiting to take a phone call from us.
Yes, we do. His name is Walter. And he's from Campbell, California, I believe, and he has something to tell. Should we preface it, or should we just call him?
Leo's telling me that this guy went to the chicken ranch and had sex with the very prostitute I had sex with in the YouTube video.
And he says he cannot believe he's the first man to be Eskimo Brothers with Danny Mullen from the video, as with the hooker. He can't believe that he's the first guy.
Did the hooker confirm that?
I mean, we don't know. I don't know anything except for he's told me this. He seems like a well-to-do kid. Walter Organjian, he's Armenian, and he's excited. He's very, very excited. Maybe he fucking wrote me every fucking day since I've told you this, by the way, about that wanting to. He's like, when is it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? I'm like, fucking in January when Danny fucking wants it to happen, kid. Shut your fucking mouth. I didn't say any of that because I'm too nice.
We'll get this Armenian on the horn. All and one thing, Ben, are you keeping track of the camera record length? Perfectly. We got that set.
It's being called. Yeah, I mean, this is important. I mean, this is big. This kid, he better know some details. You're going to have some questions, right?
Let me talk to this guy.
Yeah, put it right in there.
I'm going to cut
if he misses the call, he's going to have something coming to him. Oh, he answered.
Hello?
Is this Edward?
No, Walter.
Is this Walter? Is this Walter, the Armenian bastard who allegedly had sex with the same prostitute as Danny Mullen?
We are Eskimo Brothers, bro.
Wow.
See, here's the thing, Walter. I don't believe you.
Of course he doesn't believe you. Walter, I know that you're overwhelmed with admiration for Danny. I know that you're very, very nervous. But we're going to have to ask you a few questions because we want to know if you're being honest. Because the worst thing on the what's the worst thing a fan can do to us, Danny?
Lie to us.
Lie to us. That's the worst thing.
By far.
Please, and look, and if you want to come clean and admit that this is bullshit right now, that's okay. We're not going to do anything to you. But
no, bro, it happened.
It happened. Okay, so go ahead, Danny. Danny has some questions for you.
Okay. So I was going to start drilling you with very specific questions about the chicken ranch, but then I remember we made an entire YouTube video dedicated to the chicken ranch.
Yeah.
So anything I ask him about the parking lot, the interior, the tour,
he's going to know.
He would know either way.
Yeah.
So you had sex with a girl. What was her name again?
Lacey.
Lacey.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You had sex with Lacey. I'm trying to remember. Describe in detail what Lacey's naked body looked like.
Oh,
That might be
God.
the best way to go about
In
this.
detail.
I don't know if you noticed this.
Uh-huh.
But she had like a flap, low-key a flap, like right by the cooch.
No, dude. Her fupa?
Wait. A flap of fat from her stomach or a flap of vagina lip dangling down out of her crotch?
God.
Which one?
Dude.
No, fat from the stomach.
Listen, I think you got a discount. Walter, you told me how much you paid, but how much did you pay?
It was 700, but it was two of us.
God, oh, shit. You wait, at the same time?
Leo, 1 second. Walter.
Yeah.
Are you telling me right now that you and one of your Armenian buddies double-teamed my woman?
I actually have him right next to me.
Oh, shit. Hey, Walter, let us start out the year with a bang, dude.
Listen to me, Walter. There's a certain amount of respect I command being Danny Mullen. You coming on my podcast right now and saying you double-teamed a girl who's special to me, that's disrespect.
He's one-upped the shit out of you, Danny.
Love, though. It's for you.
This kid is on his way to greatness. If you lost your virginity with a double team, this guy Eskimo brothered you with a double team. That's got to mean something, man.
Hey, Walter, is your buddy Armenian too? It doesn't matter. I wish it were 1915 again and I were Turkish.
What?
He's Lebanese. He's not.
Oh my God, they are just wait. What kind of Armenian are you? What are you?
I'm actually, my last name's I'm barely Armenian. My last name's Armenian, but I'm mainly Hispanic.
Oh, you're Latino. Attaboy. Where from Chile?
Nicaragua.
Oh, Nicaragua. All right, not bad. That's cool. I like that. Some good ball players from Nicaragua.
Nicaragua's too minor of a country for me to know.
They have some very pretty Miss Universes.
They're all ugly. They're all dog faces.
That is not true, Danny.
Okay, so you're correct. There was a pouch of fat not visible on Lacey in the YouTube video.
There's no way he would have known that, though.
It's true. It's true.
That's cool, man.
Boom.
Okay, so I believe you. I believe you.
Kid's a legend.
So
man.
did she, for me, the process was she had to examine my cock, and I'm going to be honest, it was a pretty cursory glance. She didn't really dig through the pubic hair or in the folds or anything.
I was a little embarrassed myself. She's picky. My friend Jared came in and she didn't want to do anything with it.
Yeah, no surprise. Jared's a fat slob.
Wait. What does Jared look like?
She said he looked like a bookworm.
Oh my God, that is fucked up. What an asshole she
She's
is.
a hooker is being disrespectful to the clientele.
I mean, did we already out her for not following the protocol at her job?
Did we?
Yeah, because I don't think we did. Cause
Okay, so Walter, she messaged me on a certain social media platform. I'm not going to say which.
Yeah.
And was trying to hang out with me recreationally in LA.
Can you believe that?
I don't know if that was before or after you and your fat bookworm friend penetrator.
Wait, is he fat? Is your friend fat?
Of course he's fat.
Walter, is your friend fat?
The bookworm friend that penetrated her. It was my Lebanese one.
Oh, okay.
I can't keep track of
There
this.
was 3. So you guys went in there 3 strong. I like it.
Wait, no, we keep adding bodies. How many of your stooges were in the room? Tell me right now, Walter.
Just two.
2 other than you or 2 total?
2 total.
Okay, so what happened?
We were going for 3.
Walk me through the sex. Not even the sex. Walk me through the foreplay, the chit-chat, the undressing.
I wasn't even physically attracted to her.
Uh-huh.
I was like, fuck her, dude.
I was like, because you wanted to be an Eskimo brother with Danny Mullen.
15 minutes for 2 of us, like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah. And I didn't really get hard until like 5 minutes in. It was fucked.
So what was happening? Tell me the positions. Were you eating her out, Walter, while your fat friend was getting his ass licked?
I didn't want to put my mouth in her vagina.
Should I explain?
Yeah, explain.
So I was hitting it. I was doing a little missionary.
Well, adventurous.
Walter was putting his balls on her face.
Oh, Walter! That's my woman!
Walter, you were...
Danny, I had to do something you didn't do to her, bro.
He had to do something you didn't do.
Wait, did you give her an Arabian goggles?
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
The classic Xbox 360 2008 Modern Warfare 2 teabag.
You're mad.
Okay, let's not bring the nerdy stuff into
that was
it.
whoa, dude.
Okay, so you're teabagging her while the fat bookworm's pounding away from missionary.
No, the fat bookworm wasn't involved, Danny. Follow along.
Oh, the Lebanese guy is?
Is everybody circumcised or uncircumcised?
Good
there?
question.
Okay, so she actually examined the bookworm-looking guy, and he's not circumcised. She was not into that. And
Wow.
How is she so picky? There's no way they have enough customers out there.
I guess
that she
she's
can be
big.
this picky.
Danny, you blew her up. She's big time now.
I hope so.
She's big time.
What was that, Walter? Or whoever I'm talking to?
that was George.
Okay, sorry, George.
The one that had intercourse with Lacey as well.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
congratulations, my friend.
These guys are legends. Who are these? How old are you guys?
My brother. We're young. We're 19.
Oh my, these guys are complete legends,
Yeah,
dude.
that's good. I like it.
I love you guys are fucking legends, man. Come down to LA sometime. We'll have to meet you guys.
I don't want to lay
Danny,
eyes on you ever.
Stop, dude. Yes, you do.
Danny,
What?
Danny,
Eskimo brothers.
I know. I understand that.
You guys are brothers in your own right.
I'm still gonna be there. I'm still gonna hate Star Wars films.
That's good.
2010, no.
He's referring to my rants I've been going on about the new Star Wars
Dude,
franchise.
they're
I
fans,
just
dude. They're
watched
real
The Rise of
fans.
Skywalker yesterday. It's so trash.
It's the worst movie that's ever been made ever. And so there was some teabagging and some missionary. Did anything else cavalier go on? Coming on face, fucking up the ass?
There's a little doggy. No, we didn't even bust. None of us busted.
Dang.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I understand.
She got out of there fine. Yeah, Danny had to finish himself off, right, Danny?
All I did was jerk off on my belly while she rubbed my balls a little bit. I fucked her, but then I just jerked off to come.
You had to come. You had to come
Yeah.
for the video, or
Oh,
you
of
had to come
course.
for the?
Well, it was a long drive
It
home.
wasn't our tribe. It took a while.
Okay. So, did you guys go back and finish each other off at the Motel 6? What happened with you guys?
No, we were out.
Yeah, you were
You
out.
went to Vegas, right? You guys are going on your way to Vegas.
With Pornhub.
Wait,
On your way to Vegas.
George went to the bathroom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I just.
Yeah. I waited till we got to Vegas. I waited till we pulled up to the MGM.
and then what happened? You got laid, or you're saying you jerked off there?
No, I jerked off.
That's right. Thank you for being honest.
So you
And
guys have fakes? What'd you guys even do in Vegas? You're 19.
then, yeah, they walked around the strip like dumbasses and didn't get laid.
We have these fake IDs that are like.
Oh, there we go.
fun. They
There we
fucking
go.
scan.
Oh wow, they're legit. Where'd you get them from? China? You get them from China?
IDgod.com.
Oh,
It
nice.
sounds credible. Where'd you guys go? Which club?
What was it called?
It was connected.
Connected?
Yeah, it was connected.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a gay joint.
No,
Make
Dude,
no
listen-
mistake, that sounds like the gayest club I've ever heard
We
of.
should make a video going. We should go to another whorehouse with these kids, dude. With these two fucking guys, me and you should go to another whorehouse.
Bunny Ranch, NorCal?
Yeah, NorCal. That'd be fucking.
All right,
classic.
you guys are going to stay on the horn. Leo's going to keep in touch with you. We still have the Bunny Ranch, allegedly a better club
Yeah.
or whorehouse up in Northern California or Northern Nevada. What?
Danny, if you come to San Francisco, we'll make a trip to Reno. We'll hit the
Mhm.
Mustang Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Mustang Ranch.
Okay,
huh?
so jerking off in bathrooms together, going to clubs called Connected, live in San Francisco. These guys are gay.
No, dude, it sounds like you're kind of night, Danny.
no,
You've done
it's
plenty
like
of that
San
with
Jose.
Fu.
San
You
Jose.
and Fu have had so many nights just like that. Be honest.
No.
Yes, you guys have. You
Fu
guys
and-
have jerked off together all
I
the
bet you
time.
and Leo had nights like
Uh,
that.
Watch your mouth,
me and-
George.
No,
Watch
he's-
your
it's
fucking mouth.
strictly business between me and Danny. I don't know what it is, but Danny doesn't
George
like
is
seeing me
crazy.
unless his cameras are rolling, man. That's the truth.
Wait, can I ask you about Jill for a second?
Yeah, you can ask me about Jill.
We are the authorities on Nico's girlfriend.
Yeah,
after
we
all.
me and Dante's not here right now, but he can come here whenever he
We have a
wants
friend
his
that's
shit.
obsessed with his ex,
What's up?
All right.
and
We're meandering. You guys are losing focus. I'm going to hang up. You guys are good gentlemen, though. Thank you. Okay.
That was great.
I had to cut those guys off. All right. I believe him.
That's fucking man.
What are you doing? Quit texting. Get this out
I
of here.
said thanks, dude. I told him thanks.
No,
man.
that's
I-
not anything-
I don't want to leak my number on fucking Twitter, and all of a sudden I'm getting 400 dick pics, dude.
That happened. My number got leaked on Twitter, and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Speaking of Twitter and dick pics,
Yeah.
I can't think of a much better segue to get into the Inlanigi situation.
Oh God, dude, that guy. Well, I mean, you did put his cock, but see, like if he was an intelligent man, he could just be like, "Well, that's not my cock, dude. My face isn't in it, but enjoy it, guys. Could be my cock. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't."
Well,
but
the
instead,
problem with that argument is
his girlfriend got involved.
the problem with that argument is though that it's from the
Inlanigi.
video of us up on the 4th of July. It's from that Skype conversation, and there's an exact double of that clip on the internet already, just with blurring.
Well, now it's everywhere, though. I mean, how long was it up?
It's still up.
How many people do you think saved it?
A lot of kids saved it, and they commented back at my responses explaining it. So what's happening here, what we're talking about, is in Lenigi, I was feeling feisty one day, and I announced, you know what? Inlanigi's cut from the squad if he doesn't tweet a picture of his penis within 24 hours.
All right. Well, you know, he's been acting out, so I think this was okay in my eyes. This was okay.
We have a lot to cover.
Yeah, we do have a lot to cover.
He punched me in the face. We'll backtrack to that. We'll
Inlanigi did
backtrack
punch
to
him in
that.
the face.
We'll backtrack to that.
Did it hurt?
We'll backtrack to that.
All right.
So, at first, he's unwilling to post his penis. He's talking shit to everybody. Eventually, he gets worked on enough by the fans that he's starting to concede. He's like, well, I'll do it if everybody else does it. And I'm like,
Right.
no.
No, we're professionals. We don't do that kind of stuff.
Blue whale, scuba diver,
I guess I'm the scuba
plankton.
diver. I'm on the side there, making sure all the ships get out of the way. It's a big job, guys.
It is a big job.
Yeah.
And you got a knife somewhere tucked away by your flipper.
I got a knife. Make sure somebody, some sharks.
Yeah, you're not without a self-defense mechanism. Yeah. So I call him up and I say, hey, man, you're already on the ropes as far as the fans go, as far as the channel goes. Yeah. This will be a big morale boost for you. You'll win back some favor. Maybe you'll be like Fan Jerry coming off the gay makeout.
Right, which was huge for him.
Huge for his career.
What would you compare that to? Like it was probably like
John Travolta being in Pulp Fiction.
There you go. Or Brad Pitt, Thelma and Louise. Big role for him.
There we are.
Yeah.
The perfect analog.
Yeah.
Analogs. So he does it, or rather, I talk him in to letting me do it. Nice. I tweet a picture of Inlaniggi's cock, and it's the biggest it's ever looked. Did
really?
You see it?
No, I didn't even look.
It looks like one of those squishy things you would buy in science shops when you were kids. That
really it was that big.
Like one of those squishy little sock thingies.
It was great.
They were filled with jelly.
It was a great decision for him to show this.
Yes.
Wow.
And people were going nuts. People loved it.
They loved it.
Man. All of a sudden, I get a response tweet from a woman, and upon further investigation, I click her Twitter. It says Mountain Girl in the bio.
Wow, so she's feeding off of her little fame from the channel.
Mountain Girl is, a lot of you probably know.
She's been in 2 videos.
Is Inlaniggi's girlfriend.
Right.
Inlaniggi's girlfriend. We always make fun of her, call her Mountain Girl. She starts freaking out in the comments on that Twitter picture saying, you better take this down right now. I am Inlaniggi's girlfriend. I am so mad at him.
Wow. She called him Inlaniggi, the name that you gave him? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
She should be calling him Preston Aguilar.
As Leo pointed out, too, she's clearly a fan of the channel because she has Mountain Girl in her bio on Twitter. So Iggy starts freaking out and sending me these texts like, hey, Mountain Girl's going to leave me if I don't take this down. He sends me a screenshot of her sending him like 4 unanswered frantic texts like, you're a piece of shit, Iggy. Take this down. I can't believe you right now.
Oh, my God.
So for Iggy, not for her, for Iggy, I do it. I don't want to string the brother out to dry.
That's a good man. Good man.
But I turned a complete blind eye to all the reply tweets people sent after I deleted it. Immediately when I announced I had to delete it because of her, just 1 million people tweeted a picture of it again. And
my God.
I did not chastise nor delete.
That is diabolical.
But so I look on Iggy's Twitter and I scroll down a little bit. Not a couple weeks before, there's a picture of her with her fucking ass hanging out and Inlaniggi hugging it with his tongue out.
Yeah, he said, I believe it was, this is my president, or I want to run for president, something like that. It was a president thing.
And I'm not talking about her wearing a pair of fucking American Eagle jeans with her ass in the shot. I'm talking about a bare fucking ass shot on Twitter.
She is a bare ass shot on Twitter, yeah.
Where does she get the nerve to go after Iggy and me for the penis picture?
Yeah, Look, she knows what to do. She knows how to control a man, clearly. It's probably not her first rodeo. How many guys do you think she's slept with, would you say?
85, 90?
She's at 85, 90? You don't think she's cracked 100 yet?
Of course.
Is this...
This is Ben.
This
producer
is the cock,
Ben. Producer Ben has just pulled up the penis picture.
There it is.
And Leo, you can't pretend that you're not impressed by that.
Sure, I'm impressed. I'm impressed, man. He's got a solid cock, the kid.
Would you say it's slightly larger than yours when limp?
No, I mean, that's limp?
That's limp.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
There we go.
Like
You're a big man to admit that, Leo.
We both showed our cocks, though, side by side, though. Mine's probably close, though.
You're in the ballpark, but Inlaniggi, he's edging out ahead.
I'll take that back, Danny.
Yeah. Well, that's your bad. Producer Ben's phone.
Oh, I was going to keep it over here, and I was going to text a certain Asian girl that I know Producer Ben's fucking.
Oh, my God. She's still...
Still in the picture.
Still in the picture.
We'll circle back to her. I don't think Ben wants us to circle back to her at all.
Nice. So back to Inlaniggi. I mean, okay, so he's showing his cock on Twitter. I mean, this is where we need him. But do you forgive him for punching you in the face? And how did that happen? I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. All I heard, you just told me. You was like, listen, he punched me in the face. If he tries to come to you, please give him some room in Vegas.
Iggy's got a lot to answer for. So what we were just talking about here, we'll get back to the punching, but I want to talk your theory that you've been a proponent of for a while now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see it clear as day.
Oh, yeah, buddy. She is in his ear.
Mountain Girl.
Yes, she's like, you're a big Lord of the Rings guy. What was that king that had that like weird little evil
guy? Was it Lord Denethor?
Yes.
No, wait, I don't fucking know. The King of Rohan.
Yeah, Rohan.
What the hell,
yeah,
what the hell is his name?
I forget his name.
King Theoden?
Yes,
yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Wow, you got it.
There we go.
Guys, if you want to know what he really likes, He likes Lord of the Rings.
I'm into that shit.
He loves the Lord of the Rings. Gandalf and the rest of those guys. Aragorn and all of them.
I don't like Gandalf because the actor portrayed him as gay.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, he was Magneto, too. How could you not like that guy?
Well, when he was in his trailer after takes, he was sucking a lot of dick, and I
don't know about him sucking dick. I think he was getting his dick sucked, probably.
No.
Yes,
he sucks dick.
Ian McClellan, he's a knight. He's a knight.
He's a bottom.
You think he takes it in the ass? You think Ian McClellan takes it in the ass?
I think those jousting swords that old school knights, he takes those up the ass. That's what his knighthood means.
Wait, are you serious? They put it. You're telling me that Ian McClellan got his knighthood by bending over and taking something in the ass?
More than that, he's not just taking it. The horse is in full speed, like in a jousting tournament.
Oh my God!
What was the Heath Ledger, A Knight's Tale?
Yes, A Knight's Tale.
This is the horse.
And just, and then, is he going forward too? Is it like double? Is he going towards it too? So he's jousting his own.
He's riding backwards on his horse. On his horse, totally naked.
He can ride backward. Or does he have somebody holding him?
He can do it. He's practiced for many years in England.
He can ride backwards.
So he's coming this way. He's mounted backward on his horse, totally naked with his asshole lubed up.
Okay.
And then a faceless knight with a big jousting sword is coming at him.
Just fucking in his asshole. Does he fly off the horse?
Most of the time.
Oh, or does he break the fucking joust?
He does.
Unbelievable.
His bowels and his anus have a resilience that Mr. Hands wishes he would have had, and he'd still be with us.
No one has that kind of resilience.
Nobody. Only Sir Ian McKellen.
Wow. Yeah. That's unbelievable, man. I didn't know that. Where'd you get this information, man?
I got my sources in Hollywood.
Holy shit, man. I mean, yeah, we've outed a few guys. I mean, you did. I mean, there's the fight with Shaq still, in the works.
That's still in the works. Yeah. We just got so far off topic. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, because I said you like Gandalf and you fucking went on a tangent because he's gay.
So Mountain Girl is in Leniggy's ear. That's what we were getting at.
Because she's the evil little guy that was in the King of Rohan's ear. Theoden, right?
There we go.
I do believe that. I mean, look, let's just talk about the differences between Leniggy in like the Slab City video compared to the Jesus Christ video. What is that video's name again? Sorry.
I Crucified Him.
What would you say the difference between it? Let's pros and cons. Compare the two, Danny. You've seen him. You've worked with him. You found him.
Anybody who has eyeballs and an IQ above 50 knows there's a big difference. Yeah. I'm not going to get too far into what that difference is, but what Leo you're getting at, if I'm not mistaken, is that Mountain Girl is in Iggy's ear. And I think she's telling him to stop being what she sees as the jester.
Of course.
The guy who pulls his penis out, who bites fish.
Of course.
Who does whatever he did in Slab City. God only knows.
Yeah. God only does know the drugs that he did in Slab City. So So what do you think she's telling him in his ear? You think she's telling him that he's more talented than you are?
I think she's telling Leniggy that he's the second coming of John Belushi, Chris Farley, Will Ferrell's love child.
Holy shit. You would think he would do more, like you would think he'd start his own channel. What's stopping him from starting his own channel then?
I don't know. And I'm not here to rip on Leniggy. I love Leniggy.
Me too, dude. He's great for the channel. He's a good kid. He has our names on his body.
And he's still part of the channel despite what I'm about to tell you right now. We get to Las Vegas. This is after New York. I flew direct from New York City to Las Vegas. Yes. We get in Airbnb. My parents got it for us, $1,600.
Wow.
Nice, expensive place. In Vegas, and it was the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Must have been
so
nice.
it would have gone for $2,500 otherwise.
Yeah.
Leniggy shows up the second night. He runs into us in the Gang Edward 40 Hands video that I'm about to upload this Thursday that you're all going to see. He's composed. He's drinking. It's like running into an old friend.
Oh, and it was nice. He did his job in the video. Remember, I think he pulls his cock out
for sure
on the strip. Yeah, he compared it with Adam Fu. Yeah.
So he drove out separately with somebody else. It's not exactly clear who. I think Mountain Girl was probably in the automobile.
She was probably there. Yeah.
So we get back. We have some Chipotle. We're showering at the Airbnb. I come out of the shower. It's Nico who first sounds the alarm. He says, "Danny, Leniggy's completely blacked out. He took one swig of vodka,
my God.
Had one Budweiser. He's talking nonsense. His eyes are floating around in his sockets.
Whoa.
Keep an eye on him."
And if anybody knows how to black out or what a man looks like when he's blacked out, it's Nico. He does it all the time. At least 2-3 times a week. We're not mistaken.
A strong point you raise, Leo.
Yeah, he is an alcoholic. So
I tell Iggy, I say, hey man, we have a booth tonight at Marquee Nightclub. We have a booth.
Right.
The booth at Marquee, that's not the same as being out in Slab City or being in the backseat of my mom's baby blue Mercury Sable.
Me and Mitch chipped in for this booth. I mean, it's a nice little treat. It was still a great deal because Adam Fu got most of it.
Yeah, the $12 million man.
Yeah,
Adam Fu got blacked out.
Man.
He admitted his net worth is $12 million.
No.
It's insane. So he paid for most of it, but Mitch and Leo, if I'm not mistaken, threw in about $150 each.
Yeah.
An expensive goddamn booth. Jack Manley, Nerdballer TV, all through $150.
Yep.
So we can't bring Inland Iggy in if he keeps drinking. I tell him, you got to cool it, dude. Eat some fucking potatoes, eat some rice, eat whatever you got to eat. I don't know if any of that was in the cupboard.
All right.
But this guy, I turn around, he grabs another bottle, just puts it back. Another 5-second hold, despite my protest, me trying to get him to stop. Got a cough. And then he's really gone.
Yeah.
He can't talk. He starts sweating. He's falling over. I say, Iggy, you can't stay here because I'm afraid you're going to break a window.
Right.
You're going to puke on something, and I'm going to get charged. The guy was anal. The guy kept telling me if any of the neighbors complain, it's an automatic $500 fine.
Jesus.
If the hot tub overflows or the jets are on too long, it's a $273 fine.
Fuck this guy.
This guy was going to hammer us if Inland Iggy did damage.
Right.
So I'm racking my brains here. I don't want to completely fuck the guy. He can't come to the club with us.
No.
I say, Iggy, whoever drove you here, I thought it was his brother who was staying at Circus. I told him, you got to call your brother right now. He's got to pick you up.
Classy.
You're done for the night. You're going to sleep on the floor in the double bed. You're going to sleep somewhere, just not here. Inland Iggy refuses to hear this. We have an Uber on the way. We got to get out there. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
I've put out, as I already stated, 50 pieces of genius content this year.
It was the ending. It was the quintessential end of our year that day.
I needed to blow off some steam, Leo.
Yeah.
I needed that break, and I did not need to be babysitting. I feel like a zookeeper more often than not when I'm maintaining my film crew, getting everybody in line, getting them drunk enough to do funny stuff on shoots. I didn't need that energy in Vegas.
Right.
Inland Iggy refuses to leave. So at one point, I'm walking him toward the door while he's on the phone with somebody, trying to give him the idea, you gotta get out of here. Inland Iggy grabs me by the lapels and punches me in the face.
Yeah. What kind of right hand?
A right hand to the face.
Was it straight? Nice shot?
It hit me on the nose and in the forehead, so the 2 points of contact lessened the blow versus if it just hit in one spot. It wasn't that big of a shot. It was an arm punch. But I was furious.
You wanted to kill him?
I told everybody he's done. That he's not going to be in any more videos. He bit the hand who fed him.
So he punched you, and then what did you say? What the fuck? Did you say anything? What transpired right after he punched you?
That I don't recall exactly, but I remember it saying, he's done. I'm getting rid of him. I can't do this anymore. I was very upset.
Okay.
He disappeared. And then we get to the nightclub. A bit of irony.
Yeah, I know. Our little friend?
Yes.
Yeah, our little friend Nico.
So Mr. Nico, who was the most vocal person about Inland Iggy being too fucked up, how he can take the bottle.
Guess who's so fucked up that he is literally falling all over the club, holding on to Mitch's leg. Mitch kept him in there for at least another hour and a half by giving him. He probably drank 5 waters, and he still couldn't talk. Couldn't see, basically. He was in the other person's booth. He was in with some other dudes sitting in their booth for a while.
I got some stories about Nico that night.
Yeah.
Was Mitch giving him Coke?
I don't think he gave him Coke. Somebody gave him Coke?
I hope so. That would have been smart if they had.
Nah, I don't know. Nobody gave him. No, not that I know of. I don't think Mitch gave him Coke that I know of.
Nico's night started in an inauspicious way. You know how the booths, Ben, I don't know how much time you spent in Vegas, but Vegas nightclub booths are all pretty much stacked on top of each other. Yeah. So oftentimes when you're in a booth, you sort of interact with the other booths around you because you're sharing a seating area and sometimes a standing area. Nico, there's a bunch of rappers in the booth next to us, or I just assume because they were rich black dudes, they must have been rappers. They got a bunch of fly honeys in that booth too. Hot, sexy, white college-age girls. Nico, taps one on the shoulder and starts talking to her. She just goes like this after listening to about 3 sentences. Just puts her hand in his face. Yeah. Just gives him the stop talking to me.
Oh, yeah. He also, I didn't want to, he did kind of grab on, maybe get a little handsy with one of the girls that worked there. and she told the bouncer, and he came up to me and Mitch and goes, "Hey, listen, if he does anything else, we have to kick him out." So
he doesn't exactly have the green thumb, or should I say the pink thumb. Whatever he touched does not turn to dripping wet eager vagina.
Yeah. So at this, and then of course he did get escorted out of the club. I thought he was gonna fucking disappear.
The guy,
where'd you find him?
The bouncer gave me 2 warnings. This guy's way too fucked up, and I can't emphasize how quickly Nico just reached extreme blackout levels.
I'm talking. 30 minutes?
About 30 minutes. And he's 25. It's one thing if you're 17 and you somehow get in with a fake ID.
He's 25 and he's an alcoholic. You would think he fucking knows what to do at this point.
You would think. So Nico gets escorted out. Adam Fu is the only person who's not a complete asshole and actually walks Nico back to Adam Fu's room and gives him his place to sleep.
He's such a sweet guy.
He's a sweet guy, despite his $12 million price tag.
Dude, I didn't. Wow, that's amazing.
So, that was what I was dealing with my birthday weekend.
Nice.
And the morning after, pretty soon after, I text Iggy. I'm like, hey, man, it's okay. Shit happens.
Wait, the morning after?
Really quickly. Because my job is to get these guys full of booze and making terrible choices. And who am I to get mad at them for being full of booze and making bad choices?
Of course, Danny. But I mean, we would have understood if he was, off the team. But I'm glad he's not. I think that he is an asset. And hopefully he performs he performs hammered and makes bad decisions going forward this year, because that's what we need out of him.
The thing is that friendship, camaraderie, partnership is a rare and precious thing, and a little incident like that, those hiccups are going to occur. You got to be able to overlook them, because the other choice, to just cut somebody out of your life, to me I'm much less willing to do that.
Yeah, that's good, man. You're a good guy.
Yeah, and plus I need a Native American with a huge cock to do my bitch work.
I mean, yes, you do. I mean, he is comedy gold, as you said. I remember when you found him, you called me and you said, "Hey, listen, I found this fucking guy. He's comedy gold." That's what you said.
That's what I said?
Yeah.
No, there you are.
And he is. He has been. But yeah, we do. Yeah, whatever. We can always hope that we can. We could, do some investigative work and see if Mountain Girl's faithful to him. You think Mountain Girl's faithful to Inland Iggy?
You should try to have sex with Mountain Girl over an Instagram direct message, and that'll tell us all we need to know.
If she's Mountain Girl, the name that you gave her, that's already kind of like given. She's saying that she'd sleep with you. I think you should take one for the team.
I might go do it. But right now, Leo, maybe the reason I didn't fire Inland Iggy is because I've been on cloud 9 the last couple of weeks. And you know why?
Why?
Because the Los Angeles Rams didn't make it into the playoffs.
Yeah, your boy, man. Your boy, your nemesis, I guess we would call him.
The man who, if I could snap my fingers and make one person on Earth die, it would be him.
Wow.
I'm taking that back. I don't actually want him dead.
No, you don't.
I don't want the YouTube guys to take down this video. My arch nemesis, as Leo said, is eliminated from the playoffs with the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah. Do you think has he responded to you yet? Has he seen the attention that you are creating for him? Does he know that you exist?
Him and I have already done fisticuffs before.
Okay.
Haven't I told you this?
Yeah,
I dumped a bowl of Chinese chicken chow mein
on his head. Yes,
on his head.
Yes.
I picked him up by his collar in a bar.
Yeah.
It was in Mr. Chow's.
Oh, Mr. Chow's.
I lifted him up by his fucking collar in a bar and bitch slapped him and threw him over a girl's daiquiri.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, one of the little shards of glass got lodged in his belly. He was out for a couple plays the next game. Yeah,
just a couple plays. The guys.
It opened up at the end of the game, but. I'm going to tell you something, because people think I'm a comedic genius, I'm a jiu-jitsu expert, a lot of things get thrown my way.
Sure.
Football historian is the one that often...
Historian?
Historian, scholar, genius.
Would you say that you could run the Patriots better than Belichick this year?
Absolutely. I could serve 100%. As the GM, the head coach, the safeties coach, and you know what? The EMT.
Would you have kept Antonio Brown on the team?
I would have kept Antonio Brown.
Would you have congratulated him for his sexual misconduct, or would you have frowned upon it and maybe fined him?
I would say, hey, dude, you're cut if you don't post a video on Twitter right now of you masturbating on another girl's back.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that what he got charged with?
Yeah, that was what he got charged with.
Yeah.
So you would have asked him to masturbate again onto a girl's back, but post it on Twitter And then that's how he would have kept his job.
Leo, a man who tweets a video of him masturbating on a woman's back has nothing to lose.
That's true. And he would have died for you.
That's
on
the
that
man
field.
you want on your football team.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
On the opposite end of the talent spectrum from Antonio Brown, we have Aaron Donald.
Okay.
The worst pass rusher in football, the worst athlete in football, the worst person in football. Let me show you some of his plays from this past season that basically sealed the Rams' season and kept them out of the playoffs.
All right, let's check this out.
It was the dynamite that detonated the bridge into the postseason.
All right, let's do it.
So I'm gonna put, for the people who are watching on YouTube, you're gonna see the plays, very sloppy, mind you, and the people listening, I'm just gonna describe the action. Right here, the play I'm about to show you, Leo.
Yeah.
This is just sloppy football mechanics.
All right, let's see. Okay, so he just absolutely annihilates a guy.
Let's let it play one more time.
Is that guy walking? Do you think that guy was concussed, the guy on the ground?
The guy might have got off the field with a broken rib cage, and he did disappear somewhere later in the season. It might have been due to that injury.
Right.
But Aaron Donald, I don't know if you noticed, he took off his weak foot before he started that run.
I saw that. Yeah, I mean, would you say that? What do you think his 40 time is, Danny? What do you think his 40 time?
There's no way it's sub 5.
It's not sub 5. You think he's running a faster? I could run a sub 540 right
exactly.
now. You're saying that he's way slower than me.
I'm saying if you walked on to the Rams or you went out for an open tryout, Aaron Donald would be working at Subway.
Holy shit! So this guy.
Did you see? He took off off his weak foot there.
Yeah. How do you explain him absolutely annihilating that guy, though? What would you say? How'd that happen?
Entropy in the offensive line.
Gotcha.
The only way to explain it.
Gotcha.
People not doing their jobs. Aaron Donald gets a gift of a run to the quarterback, and he still almost misses it. His hit technique is all wrong.
Yeah,
he should have gone low.
Yeah, it almost looks like he's hugging him. Yeah,
he should have gone low or should have gone helmet to helmet.
Yeah.
That's the only. You'll get a penalty, yes,
right, but
they'll get an automatic first down in 15 yards. But you've made your point.
Would you say that he is thinking about you when he's on the football field? Do you think you've gotten under his skin enough where you've made him, I don't know, a little faster or a little stronger, or a little bit more tight, maybe slower?
I think he's missing crucial tackles. I think he's getting his guys are beating him and blocking him because about 25% of his mental energy always has Big Papa D-Mall right there.
So you're like in his ear. You're basically like Muhammad Ali was to every other heavyweight that he boxed. You just get in their head.
He thinks of me like a Middle Eastern genie.
Wow.
Floating around on a magic carpet, just going, ha, 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 ha.
Oh, my God. So he's bored. Like, he might be on psychedelics. He's just losing his mind so much.
Well, you know, I've infiltrated his head like a tapeworm.
So there's no, like, it doesn't have anything to do with him, like, that guy being annihilated. It has nothing to do with, like, the sheer speed that he was coming at that guy with?
Every dog has his day, Leo.
Okay, so that was just like one play. He accidentally did that?
Just like when the chain-smoking 73-year-old woman rolls into an Indian casino and hits the jackpot.
Yeah.
That's how Aaron Donald gets lucky and occasionally hits the quarterback.
Gotcha. That was this play.
That was that play. Here's one more that I want to pick apart because it's just some of the sloppiest football playing I've ever seen.
And it's probably is he responsible for the Rams not being in the playoffs?
100%. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm positive.
Yeah,
here.
I didn't know. Okay.
This is heads down football, Leo.
All right, let's see
this. So here he is. We got the spotlight on number 99 here. Yeah. He's matched up with number 66.
And then it's a straight line to the quarterback.
Welcome home, 99!
He evaded that guy unbelievably fast, then got around and sacked the quarterback. But, like, it literally looked like it was like 3 seconds. But
number 66, his name is David Michelson.
Okay.
I looked into his record. He'd been in the medic's tent most of that week at practice.
Really?
He had horrible stomach flu and also a mild case of syphilis.
Really? He had a mild case of syphilis? I didn't even know that existed. Was he on penicillin at all or no? Because that's a big thing. If he wasn't on penicillin, then he's fine.
His temperature was probably no less than 106.
Oh, so this guy was like borderline dying. Like every time he went to the sideline. So okay, so you're saying Aaron Donald got around a guy that was like almost near death.
Basically.
Gotcha.
And did you see his hand fight there when he went
that
to
was
the guy?
weird.
It was all wrong.
Yeah.
It's my dad always told me this. Aaron Donald went squared, hand on each shoulder. No, you cross it up.
Gotcha.
You go right hand to the guy's right shoulder, left hand to the guy's left shoulder.
Okay.
And then you swat him aside, and you get the power of the X.
Gotcha,
he came in standard hand side by side.
I saw that.
Anybody whose temper or body temperature would have been in a normal range would have taken Aaron Donald, grabbed him by the throat, thrown him on the turf. And that quarterback probably would have got a touchdown or at least a 30-plus yard play.
I see what you're saying. Do you think anybody might just think that your arguments are absolutely ridiculous because these two plays he looks like a complete animal at all though, or is it if you really know football, will you know that he sucks in those two plays?
Anybody who's challenging what I have to say right now, Leo,
yeah.
They aren't a man.
Gotcha. So, okay, I get it, dude. I get it. I mean, to me, look, to the guy, I don't follow football that much. I can tell you that guy, to me, looks kind of like he knows what he's doing a little bit. But I don't know because I never played football. But, I mean, I didn't know he's also running very slow.
You probably think Keanu Reeves is a good actor, too.
Honestly, hitting your mark and fucking saying anything believable is difficult.
No,
but I do think Keanu Reeves is not a bad actor.
He's a terrible actor. That's
why would you say that? Who's the judge? I mean, why are you the judge to say? Isn't it subjective?
No, it's absolutely not subjective.
You think acting is objective?
It's people say comedy is subjective, music is subjective.
Yeah.
But as the great Adam Carolla once said, fucking The Simpsons is always going to be funnier than Friends. The Simpsons is always going to be funnier than The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Just like the Rolling Stones are a better band fundamentally than Sum 41. Aaron Donald is Sum 41. I'm the Rolling Stones.
Gotcha. Aaron Donald's of Sum 41.
He's Sum 41. He's playing Fat Lip still 17 years after it came out.
I'm trying to keep
that should be, they should play that every time Aaron Donald walks out onto the field or makes a play, which is never. They would never play it.
God, I heard that so many times when I was a kid. That was like big when I was watching TRL, and that was fucking big.
I was listening to old Howard Stern today. Full shows. Adam Carolla was why I was listening.
Ooh.
And, I love Stern, too.
Are they a good combo?
They're a pretty good combo. Adam Carolla shouldn't be a sidekick, though. 1 second. Are we okay, Ben? The reason I'm bringing up the old Stern show here is because Sum 41 was playing during one of the ads, and the show felt ancient, but I was like, oh, my God, I remember when Sum 41 was all the rage.
Yeah.
What I couldn't believe listening to these old Stern shows, people used to tolerate on a radio program, like, 15 fucking minute stretches of advertising.
Yeah, it's different now, man. People don't have their attention spans, man. Yeah, they would just listen to it, too.
As they should. People shouldn't tolerate anything like that.
No, I know. Eventually they didn't, yeah.
It was about 8 commercials in a row, then it cuts to Stern, and Stern's reading copy. He's still doing ads even when the show's back on.
Fuck.
It's amazing. Now, watching football when it's not TiVoed and I have to sit through the advertisement, unbearable.
Yeah. I look at the commercials every now and then because there's some that I go out for commercials sometimes, so I have to see who books them. They're never the man that I am.
You mentioned once that a lot of times you slay it in auditions and you're not getting callbacks. You think that's because...
I do get callbacks that I don't book the job.
You think it's because they're
Googling me?
Yeah.
I doubt it because I keep getting called back into the same offices. I think it's the corporate people that don't like my look. They're like, look at that fucking hippie piece of shit. And I don't get the job.
They're like Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. Like those fucking hippies. I really tortured the shit out of them. Tortured that motherfucker.
And Leo, you know I love you, but it might not be good for Old Spice deodorant to have accused sexual harasser Leo DiTavio.
Wait a second. I am not accused
holding up a
sexual
stick
harasser.
Of pure sport.
That is not. I sent a dick pic in college, and some girl said it on Twitter. That is nothing. Yeah. All right. You know why? Because the fucking dude. There's plenty of guys getting gigs that legitimately fucking. You know what? I believe Mike Tyson, who was accused and sentenced to 3 years in jail for rape, did a fucking national commercial like yesterday.
His comeback should give every rapist and molester hope.
Yeah, exactly. But listen, no, I don't think that's it because I wouldn't be getting the call back if that was the case. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, no, I did. Whatever. I booked a Harris commercial after the after Harris Casino after the old batch thing anyway. So.
You mentioned your sugar mama has spent a pretty penny on SEO and getting your image cleaned up.
I noticed not a pretty penny, but she, we got a team together to take care of business when all that went down. I think they did an okay job.
Yeah, I noticed your Wikipedia entry has no sexual assault section.
Exactly, that's right. Sexual assault, Danny? Really?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't.
You think my
Wikipedia
A-bomb. Should have a sexual assault section? Fuck you. All right? You've openly admitted you filmed yourself having sex with a girl unknowingly to her on this podcast. All right?
I did do that.
Yeah.
Is that assault?
Yeah, no, but I'm pretty sure there's something illegal going on there. I'm pretty sure you can't just do that.
Well, let God not let her come forward.
So you think you have Leo bio? First of all, why are you looking up my Wikipedia page? That's what's more. What the fuck? Why are you Googling me, you weirdo?
I wanted to make sure you weren't
Fuck you,
exaggerating
dude.
about your height or weight on there.
When did you Google me? When did you look at my Wikipedia page?
Leo has a tendency to add 2 inches in height and subtract 15 pounds.
First of all, that is true only on most auditions that I go on, but not 2 inches in height, 1 inch in height, and only 10 less pounds. That's really not that big a deal.
Why are you always hitting me up for laxatives and starving yourself for a week prior to all these things?
Okay, first of all, you know why? Because I can easily I could easily be 250 pounds of pure muscle, and I want to be lean for the camera, Danny, so I'm trying to fucking look good and have that chiseled fucking chin or whatever.
Let yourself go, dude.
Yeah, no, I can't be a funny fat guy, dude. That's not who I am. No.
That pays. You're going to overdose in a hotel room if you do that, but you'll be funny and make a lot of money.
True. I will be so depressed and I can't do it. But yeah. So why were you looking at my Wikipedia page, man?
This is a while ago. I just remember.
Were you masturbating to my photos? Oh, there are some nice photos of you. You've called me very attractive many times.
He's a good-looking guy.
Thanks, buddy.
I got the best fucking story. Adam Fu loved this. Everybody I've told this to loves it. So Nerdballer might be my favorite person on YouTube other than us, and not just because he's about to invest in this podcast.
Yeah, he is.
Check it out. Nerdballer, make sure we're still recording here. Nerdballer got punched by a girl on 6th Street. The reason being is that Cody Ko, another big YouTuber, made a rip video about Nerdballer, just talking shit about his content, talking shit about him. Some feminist Cody Ko fan on 6th Street, while Nerdballer's filming, just hauls off and sucker punches Nerdballer.
Wow. Cody Ko did that, though? I thought you were a fan of Cody Ko, aren't you?
I think he's a cool guy. He did this, though. It's something he objectively did.
Recently?
He didn't punch Nerdballer. One of his henchwomen did.
But he talked shit about Nerdballer's channel?
This was probably a year and a half ago.
Oh, okay, cool. I got to check this out.
So a cop sees the whole thing go down, which is a miracle.
Wow,
because 6th Street... on a weekend, you saw what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's a complete...
It's an absolute fucking
It's like
nutty
the
mess.
running of the bulls. It's insane.
It's crazy.
They arrest her. They give Nerdballer a choice to press charges. He doesn't press charges.
I would have.
But what he does is so much better, Leo. He now spends, I think, a couple $100 every month in SEO, making the top result when you search her name, her arrest record.
That's hilarious.
Her name's like Elizabeth Wilson or something. I just made that up.
That's so good.
I just made that up. But when you search this girl's name, the first thing that comes up is like arrested, 6th Street. So-and-so punched Lorenzo Adams in the jaw and was detained by the police. She's a UT student trying to go on and be a professional. Forever, the top result when any employer searches her name is just that she hauled off and punched a dude and got arrested.
That's so fucking funny.
Nerdballer pays. He made a website and pays for it to get promoted. That's his revenge.
That's funny as fuck.
He's the man, dude.
That's awesome. That is absolutely hilarious and awesome. I love that.
He's also making $25K a month off Patreon right now, which is why I hate him.
Even more, he told me he made 30 last month. When we saw him in Vegas, he told me he had made 30K that month.
Why does he tell you he makes more than he tells me?
Well, maybe he was trying to show off. Maybe he was trying to, maybe he was trying to embellish a little bit. I don't know.
What are you saying? You saying there might be a homosexual side to Lorenzo Adams?
Look, me and him. He's told me his beauty secrets. That's probably not what he's never told you that he drinks a gallon of water a day to keep his skin looking fresh.
Is that actually what he does?
Yeah, he told me that. He also told me that his mom and father are not proud of him, and that he's okay because he makes money. And
his dad ran away. His dad's not even in the picture.
Yeah, his dad's not in the picture. But his mother, his trouble with that. His background and all that, but because he's Middle Eastern, I believe, and something else.
He's
but
black.
Yeah. But he's Middle Eastern.
He's
also
black.
He has Middle Eastern also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you, Leo.
Fuck you too, dude. Can't believe you think my Wikipedia page needs a sexual assault section. So fuck off.
I think mine needs one too. I think any honest man should have a. I'm sorry if this fucks up the shot.
You know who I need to be reading though? Bukowski, man. You're right about him, man. He is the man.
Bukowski is going to be featured in one of my videos soon. This just goes up here.
That's awesome.
Bukowski. I want to do a video on Bukowski because if we do a Bukowski video. First of all, the fake mailman segment is what we can hit because he was a career mailman.
Really? But he would just write on the side like drunken drunken stories.
Really quickly, here's the story of Bukowski. He was born in Germany on a military base, came back to America, was trying to be a writer in his early 20s. It just sucked, so he kind of gave up for a while. Worked at the post office for 30 years. Drank every night, every morning upon waking up. Suddenly, his stories that he resumed writing probably about, 15 years into his mailman career, they just take off, his short stories, when he's 50.
Wow.
So when he's 50 years old, he's got all these 20-year-old pieces of ass coming to his door, writing him letters. And at this point, he's got a massive beer belly, horrible acne scars, a gigantic bulbous nose. He looks like a big fat dinosaur. And his autobiographical work from then on is he would just write about him fucking 20-year-olds all the time.
Yeah, wow.
And some of the passages are actually like, I was going to come in the bitch's cunt. I was going to destroy her with my big throbbing penis. Like, there'll be entire passages that are just the internal dialogue of an angry drunk dude fucking a chick.
A dirty old man.
And it's all in L.A., and it's all real, and it's all about him gambling and drinking and fucking. And he's a true American poet and hero, if you ask Danny Mullen.
He was how old was he when he died?
74.
Not bad.
His goal in life, his supreme mission, was to fuck an 18-year-old when he was 80. Wow. Didn't make it.
You think he would have been able to do it?
Leo's collecting information because I know it's a Leo supreme goal, too. Leo, you like the younger ladies.
I do. I like the younger lady. Of course, who doesn't? I mean, look, my girlfriend currently is 21 years old, and it's I think I like their energy. I don't think I'm old enough. I'm not old enough to really think that I think I'm better looking than most 19-year-old dudes. They don't have any facial hair. They don't look like fucking Aquaman. You know what I mean? I'm also so I think that the younger girls like me. I think that's what the problem is. I think that's the issue. You're dating a fucking 19-year-old, you sick fuck.
She's 20. We've gone over this. I'm not.
She was 19 when you met her.
I was having sex with a teenager for a couple months.
Yeah, and you liked it, and you enjoyed it.
I did like it.
You enjoyed it.
And
you sick little bastard.
The appeal's gone down about 75%.
The only guy that I know that's sicker than I am is you, Danny. All right, and I know that for a fact.
You got a point about the younger chicks, because the thing is, for guys like us in their 30s who are still fucking around,
yeah, they love it.
If you marry a girl who's 29, or you don't marry her, you date her, she's going to be wanting a firmer commitment. Yeah. You're going to have to be going to Thanksgiving dinner, shaking her father's hand, which for you and I can't think of a crueler sentence.
No, look, I'd off myself. I'd kill myself right at that Thanksgiving dinner. I'd fucking grab one of those drumsticks and shove it down my throat and kill myself. And now, look, you want to know what the dating world is like for a guy like Mitch who makes decent money and is out there trying to find a chick?
What's it like?
Okay, so he got on an app.
Mitch is Leo's roommate.
It's my roommate, yeah.
Who we're not going to say is hopeless with women, but
he needs some work.
Nico might beat him out in a bar head-to-head.
Maybe. Mitch in person's a lot better, but what he does, he wastes a lot of time on the apps, and I think that's a problem for a lot of you out there, and I think get off the apps. But listen to this. Like, he fucking he gets on an app where you have to upload your bank statement in order to be on it as a guy.
That is such a bad move.
Yeah. Yes, bad move. And it's called Lux. And he meets nice Latina girl.
Let me explain to the kids why it's a bad move. Because any chick who you meet off that site is a materialistic...
Right.
And every girl's materialistic to a degree, but these girls are shameless, short-term, advantage-taking vampire bitches.
Right. And
they're vampires.
They're vampires. And I love Mitch. He's my roommate. He's one of my best friends. I've known him since 2006. So obviously, a girl that he meets off this, I'm like, yeah, go and bang her, have fun, do what you got to do. He's on his 6th date with her.
No.
They had sex the 5th date. He's taken her to Elefante. He's taken her to fucking live music shows.
How much does an Elefante dinner date cost?
I'm presuming Mitch spent $250 on that date.
With tip or without?
That's without. Probably close to $300, depending on what they ordered. Drinks. He says that she offered to pay. I don't believe much of what he says, because he just keeps trying to defend her. She came, the first time that I met her was New Year's, after he took her and 2 other friends to Sky Bar. But he has a hookup there, so Leo, it wasn't that much of an expensive night. This is a real thing. This is what's happening.
$300? If I spent that on an entire weekend with the chick I'm seeing, I would curl up in a ball after I got home after looking at my bank account balance.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. And look, Mitch makes decent money. He has a good job. He's been doing it for like 6 years.
What's he make? About $130K a year?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, maybe about that.
140, 150?
Yeah, 100. Yeah, about that.
So what's up with this vampire woman? Tell me about her motivations. Tell me what she looks like. Don't spare us details.
I'm not going to spare details. She fucking comes out to New Year's. I was at my parents', because I that's where I spent my New Year's. I hadn't seen them in a long time, so I'm like, I went there, came home, I light up a cigar, and then they burst in the door. Her and her two friends are like so hammered they can't really like talk. They do the old. They were blown away by this. They look at me and they go, "Oh my God, who are you?" And I go, "I'm Leo." And they go, "Are you a Leo?" And I say, "Yes." And then they're just, "Oh my God," and just on the floor. And I'm like, okay, who the fucking whore friends don't like them immediately. Yeah. Then I look at her.
If they like astrology, they're whores.
Yeah. Has a scowl on her face. And I'm smoking my cigar and she goes, "Can you please go outside?" First thing she says.
Well, it was irresponsible for you to be smoking a cigar in your apartment.
Why? We do it every now and then. It's my fucking apartment. I'm by the window and I'm blowing the smoke out. It's kind of like in the kitchen a little bit, the smoke, but it's not that big a deal. It's my fucking apartment.
I'm going to side with the vampire woman on this one, Leo. It's really hard to get that odor out of the couch. Really hard to get it out of the couch.
But we like the smell of the cigars. Anyway. So I step outside, and then I step kind of 1 foot outside because I'm being kind of an asshole, and I'm like, and then she's like, "It's just 2 more steps, and she's kind of hammered. And then Mitch is like, comes in, and he's hammered too. So they're all talking, and then that's the first time they banged, and he's taken her out 2 times since then. So anyway, so she has a strong accent. She had told Mitch that she was a doctor, but then we later found out she's from Peru. And she just came over here. She has a visa. She's staying with some family.
What's her career?
And she doesn't have a career. She's studying to be maybe a doctor here in the States.
So she's in community college.
Right,
she's
maybe.
now registered for her first math class, which is in the fall.
There you go.
And it's remedial algebra. And she's
possibly, right. She could be absolutely making everything up.
Not
You're
possibly.
Right. She is, yeah.
It sounds like that's as close as she is to being a doctor.
You want to know her excuse for why she found Mitch on this app?
Well, I want to know her excuse for saying she's a fucking doctor.
Doctor, yeah. She said she's a doctor in Peru, but then like when Mitch said that, he's like, "Yeah, she's performed surgery." She's like, "Actually, I've never performed surgery." She kind of, with this really thick accent, she said that the app was on her advertisements, and she thought it would be a good idea to maybe get on that app because it was on her Instagram ads.
Well, anything that appears in your Instagram ads, you have to sign up for.
You got to sign up for it. Absolutely.
I'm on several gay dating sites, a Christian dating site, and a Buddhist dating site as well. I don't ask questions.
The Buddhist one, how's that doing for you?
I've been having sex with a lot of very flexible women. I don't know what to say. Do Buddhists? They meditate, right?
Oh shit!
That was the joke I was going for.
I love that.
So he's dating a gold digging, lying, and maybe worst of all, Peruvian woman.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, well, I'm funny.
So that's where it is. And look, and the thing is, when you try to mingle with a buddy's a girl that he like, he just got out of a horrible relationship. And I try to, be like honest about how I felt about her or whatever. And it's tough, man, because you can't really say anything because they get really like, he gets very, touchy about anything because he likes her now, obviously. And
because she's a woman who's letting him have sex with her.
Exactly. There you go. You nailed it. Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
And obviously for him, it's like, he doesn't believe in himself as much as he should. So he doesn't think that it's easy. There's always going to be another one. You don't have to worry about losing a girl that you're fucking because there's going to be another one. And you should search for the one that you have the most chemistry with. That's like you, whatever, or that understands you. But, and like their conversations are like... like fucking chalk, like nails on a chalkboard, man. It's just like, "Hi, yes, did you like the food? I did. Oh, that's nice. How are you feeling today? Good. You?" Like that.
Got you.
Basically, yeah. So that's where I'm at. She's been coming over, and yeah.
I got some insight into this, and I'm starting to understand it recently. I've been there where a hot girl's been letting me have sex with her. Yeah. And the illusion in your head is that you're never going to find another hot girl who's going to open her legs. No. You better do anything in your power to lock this one down.
That's the illusion.
Because otherwise, you're going to be stepping down, and it's going to be lower quality girls after her. All in on this broad, put a ring around her finger.
Right.
But, and this is going to sound kind of douchey, but it's true. Since the YouTube channel has gotten bigger, I feel like I've been a giraffe whose head is now out over the trees.
Haha, that's good, man.
And I see that there are other options out there, other attractive women that are willing to date men. And I didn't understand that because I was a fucking loser. I worked in kitchens. I was broke. I was in no position to have a girlfriend. So any attractive girl who had sex with me, I had Mitch syndrome.
Sure.
And now I'm starting to realize that, guys, get good at what you like to do. Get in shape.
Yeah.
Be passionate about your work and be disciplined. And the broads, they'll start coming to you.
They come to you.
You don't need to be registered for 6 dating apps, one of which you have to enter your bank statement.
Right.
It might take a couple years. If you're 23 years old and you're living with your parents, you're not ready yet. Good news is men hit their dating prime around 35.
Yeah.
You have a decade and a half or more or a little less. It doesn't matter. It's a long period of time.
You got a long time.
Get good at what you're already kind of good at.
Yes.
Get better at what you're passionate at.
Get in shape.
Get in shape. Be fucking disciplined. Stop lying around fucking drinking Bud Lights and going to the reservoir with your dirtbag buddies.
Yes. That's what you got to stop doing, man. Get healthy. Keep your hygiene up. Learn how to dress better. And the girls will come to you. It's weird. I know. You think you're working on yourself. People tell you that your whole life. If you work on yourself.
You'll be like the giraffe with his head up over the trees. You'd be like, there's a tasty patch of eucalyptus over there. Like, there's some oranges I can snack on over there.
There you go.
That's how I am right now. And then you have the choice of like, this chick's really hot, but this one over here I can stand to be around.
Right. There you go. And then you find the one that's the perfect combination of both. And then you try to hold on to her and don't ruin it. Like I've ruined my relationships in my life many a time. So, there you go.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you for the moment of tenderness.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I have.
I think that was a pretty good note to end on.
I like it.
That was a fine podcast back. Hey, let's put our cock in both the zeros on 2020.
Let's fucking do that, dude. There's 2 of them.
I want the one on the right. The one on the right. It's more clearance and more space.
Fine.
So I can put I can pull a Nico and put my foot up on its head.
Fine. Go ahead. I'll take the other one.
Okay. The other one, it's already getting double teamed by 2 twos.
What? Why?
The 2s are on either side of the middle zero.
Fine. It's okay. It can be double teamed. I'll stick it in as long as there's a hole for me, Danny.
It might be
there's
the mouth.
a hole for me, and you're lucky it's not the blowhole of your fucking whale, because the scuba diver could just swim on time and could fuck you in the blowhole.
You would get tail whipped into a barrier reef. You better stay away from me and my whaledom.
Look at that, dude.
Merch.
Nice. Hey, give me this shirt, dude. Fuck.
Sacramento social media marketers, baby.
That's a good one, man.
Check out the merch, people. It's up and available. You got anything to plug, Lee, man?
Dude, follow my channel and let's have a good year, boys. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man.